His backstory is not mine to tell, but I can tell you that it didn't end well. I believed him when he told me how he had been done wrong. I stood by him, fought for him, and helped him stay strong. She threw at him some very nasty allegations. I was so confused, but he was backed by his relations. Despite a good fight that we almost won, she still took their girls, and he said he was done. What followed was something I could not have imagined, an emotional roller coaster where I was left and abandoned. His pain grew stronger and it settled within. I didn't know how to help or where to begin. The man that I once thought was my saviour and protector became my antagonist, a covert projector, my puppet master with invisible strings. I busily set to work despite his verbal stings. I mistook his control for sheltering wings. I naively said yes when he offered me his ring. I could not wait to begin my life standing beside him as his wife. I was elated at first. I didn't see how truly bad things could actually be. It wasn't all bad though, which is perhaps the most confusing factor. I couldn't see how the love wasn't real, he was merely an actor. He knew exactly what to say so that he could get his way. He knew how to kiss away the pain, and even though I knew his words were said in vain, he knew the exact order my buttons had to be pressed in order to sway me and get me undressed. I knew it wasn't healthy and not how we should to deal. But also, admittedly, I didn't know how I was supposed to feel. I could berate myself and call myself dumb, but the truth is I was still so young. I had just helped my sibling in a similar position. I thought I was definitely making the right decision. I was a single mother of 2 under 2, and I had issues with my previous ex too. So when he asked for my help, how could I say no? He was my Prince Charming. It was all part of the show. We won the case against her DV claims. However, that didn't stop their nasty games. The next couple of years we attended family court. It was for equal custody that he had sought. Even though I was not in complete agreement, it was his life, his children, his disagreement. Somehow he still swept me off my feet, and even with the arguments I felt complete. We helped each other to stay strong and to belong. Until the court case ended, that's when things started to go wrong. I found myself walking on eggshells as his anger simmered close to the top. I would have to learn his routine and read his body language to make the mind games stop. Standing up for myself got few and far in between, for I couldn't stand the conflict, and soon I couldn't stand to be seen. Crying, hyperventilating, my eyes squeezed shut tight. I would hide myself cowering. I knew it wasn't right. Running down the hallway, I'd barricade myself behind a locked door, and then curl up in a ball laid tightly on the floor. Clutching my chest as I felt my heart breaking, I tried to regulate, but I'd only start shaking. Leave me alone, I would scream as loud as I could. I don't know why I did it, because he never would. Instead, he would wait for things to go quiet, and then whisper sweet words that would end the riot. I was so afraid of him, but somehow loved him more. He never hit me, but he always kept score. Intimidation, invalidation, gaslighting, manipulation were the tactics he used to keep me compliant, meek, mild, and confused. Until I had first-hand experience of coercive control, I didn't realize how it could destroy me and take my soul. Banging and screaming, he always had to have the last word, even when I was crying and what he was saying was absurd. He let his anger control him all too often. Soon, the good times we had were almost forgotten. Screaming at me, I would feel his spit spraying onto my face. Through his clenched teeth, he called me the disgrace. It was so hard for me to seek relief, so instead I turned to faith and belief. Standing over me, his eyes grew dark with disdain. He'd look down at me. You're pathetic, disgraceful, insane. Screaming for him to leave me alone, crying and screaming for help down the phone. Laying on the floor and praying to the Lord, I would imagine Archangel Michael lending me his sword. Ariel, Raziel, Metatron and my guides of love and light, holding me in their love as I take shelter from the fright. A huge turning point for me was when my kids also started going into their shells. This is when I finally and clearly heard God sound alarm bells. Instead of following fear this time, I decided to call divine judgment on his crime. He could be so cruel, though he would never admit it, but I knew he was doing it because he felt so inadequate. I could see through his games and I was not going to take it anymore. I decided if there is no game, then he can't keep the score. I started to see the drill sergeant will not be disrespected, not much you can do about it, or risk being rejected. So I started to build my spiritual armor. He didn't realize he was no longer my charmer. His words and his intimidating behavior still cut me, but I was held by the Savior. I started to notice his patterns and ammunition. My silence transformed into fierce recognition, and I stood in my power with quiet intuition. And I answered with truth instead of submission. Grow up, you petulant child, spoilt brat, you are pathetic. The irony I see looking back is almost poetic, for projection is real and no one is immune. To notice it, you just need to attune. Knowing and embracing thyself is the start. When you do, you play an easier part. For your role in life should not be trying to control or shape another. We are here for soul lessons, to experience love and not to smother. Love really is the highest vibration. It really is the most healing sensation. There are many layers to love, each filled with lessons sent from above. The love of a friend through thick and thin can awaken your quiet strength within. The love of a child asks nothing in return, yet gives us the greatest lessons to learn. It was through their eyes I finally could see the woman I'd always longed to be. I now know I was never truly alone, even when I believed darkness had made its home. Through every battle, every tear I cried, God never once left my side. His backstory was never mine to tell, but this one is, and I'll tell it well. For me, this is only the beginning. From this moment forward, I will always choose living. And when I find myself feeling lost in my past, I will take comfort in knowing that this too shall pass. I will remember the lessons I gained during this time, knowing that the obstruction of free will is a punishable divine crime. I caution you too, remember this important fact, for the Most High is merciful, but he will also act. And if you are ever feeling alone, please recognize the illusion, for it is fear and negativity that create this confusion. Go within and then look out. Dispel the myths and cast out the doubt. Remember that everyone has a light within their heart. Embrace your own and watch the transformation start.